It's time for our Christmas reviews. Man, I've been waiting for this all year. Finally, time for our Christmas reviews. Before we get to today's review, let's look at some classic Christmas movies and some not so nice Christmas movies. Some of my favorite Christmas movies had to be some movies like Home Alone, the Santa Claus movies, Elf, Christmas Carol, Polar Express. It's just a ton of them that are really funny. And then there's a couple of Christmas movies that aren't really great, like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Jingle All the Way. But we're not here to talk about shitty Christmas movies. We're here to talk about the classics. And today, we're going to be talking about a classic comedy Christmas movie, Christmas with the Kranks. This is one of those Christmas movies I don't think it's talked much, but it is just an amazing movie. As you can see, I can't get much clips from this movie because I don't have it on the DVD. So I apologize for that, but don't worry. There's just so much in this movie that is amazing. So let's just get down to it. This is Christmas with the Cranks. So it starts off with Thanksgiving. And unfortunately, Nora and Luther Crank are going to be losing their daughter Blair when she's going to be going off to college. So unfortunately, this is going to be her last Christmas with them. And then a few months after she's going, Luther decides, hey, let's go on a cruise for Christmas, because that'd be good, just skipping Christmas. Yeah, that'd be fun, just skipping Christmas because you don't give a shit about it. Yeah, that's pretty fun, isn't it? Yeah, but it turns out that the whole neighborhood, especially Vic Frohmeyer, played by Dan Aykroyd, are not happy about this. Even Luther's neighbor Walt is not happy about this, and Walt and Luther absolutely hate each other. They've been at war ever since they met. So yeah, everyone is just shocked that they're going to be skipping Christmas, because who knew that skipping Christmas would be such a crime? I mean, seriously, wow. Yeah, police, let's put that on. Skipping Christmas being an actual crime. Hey, officer, I was thinking of skipping Christmas. How dare you skip Christmas? But I can do whatever I like because I'm the best. I can go on a cruise with my wife for Christmas if I want to, and you can't stop me. You're going to be locked away for 5 years. So yeah, it's just bullshit. It's just like a crime, skipping Christmas. I know we'll be talking about negative about this, but this is one of the stupidest things in this movie. I like this movie, but this is one of the stupidest things that it probably waters down the movie a little bit. So yeah, Luther still wants to do it. Nora is having second thoughts, but unfortunately, Luther has a Botox. It looks really silly. And then they find out that their neighbours want to put up Frosty the Snowman even though they're not going to celebrate Christmas. So what does Luther do? Well, mentioned before this, so what? And then his neighbour, one night, Christmas carolers come across the neighbourhood to spread Christmas cheer. They go to Walt and Beth's house, and Walt tells them to go to Crank's house just to annoy Luther and Nora. So yeah, Luther thinks they're trespassing, but Nora disagrees. And then the whole neighborhood joins in just to piss them off some more. Wow. I would call the authorities right now. I'd be like, excuse me? Oh, but wait, yeah. Why Luther can't call the police because everyone knows they're going to be skipping Christmas. So like Luther can call the police because everyone knows that they're going to be skipping Christmas. Wow, Luther, are you beginning to think that this is probably one of the stupidest ideas ever? Are you seriously thinking to think that now? Of course you're not, because we're only about 20 minutes into the movie right now. So, yeah. What did Luther do the next day? He literally ices down the walkway so that everyone slips, and even Walter and Beth's cat freezes, but does not die. How the hell can you freeze a cat and yet it not die? Okay, I'm just gonna have a little experiment here. Oh no, it's not dying. Wow. It's not dying. That was just a toy, but this is an actual cat that is not dying from freezing. How the hell is this movie even supposed to work? I'm talking negative of this movie, even though I like it. I don't even know why the hell I'm talking negative about it. Maybe it's just the fact because, there's just a lot of silly things that happen in this movie, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so then they find out that Blair is going to be coming home early for Christmas with her new boyfriend. Or should I say, fiancé, because they're going to get married. So that means that they have to cancel the whole cruise and organize a Christmas party in less than 24 hours. Wow. Because they're going to be arriving down on Christmas Eve night, the day of their Christmas party they put on every year. So that means that Nora has to go and get this ham that Blair really likes. But there's only one left, and this comes into a scene from the shitty movie the movie scene from Jingle All the Way. And Sinbad, the ham is mine, the ham is mine, Sinbad, away, Sinbad, the ham is mine. Now, unfortunately, Nora does not get the ham, but then convinces another couple to give her their ham, and they do it. But then, unfortunately, she trips, and a truck squashes the ham. And then later that night, Blair has to go and get some wine for the party, while Luther decides to put up Frosty. But instead of being a sensible person and calling the neighbours to help him, because pretty much everyone has beat off at him, he goes and just puts it up himself and falls off the roof. Oh, did I happen to mention that earlier on in the movie, there's a neighbor that's going to visit the family for Christmas, and he allows Luther to bow their Christmas tree, and then the police think that they've stolen it, and then Fromire's son Spike has to convince the police that he didn't. Yeah, I just skipped that to him because I don't know. I just did. Boom. So yeah, Luther unfortunately falls off the roof, but is fine. But unfortunately, Frosty falls off the roof and breaks. So there they have. So then everyone helps out to get the party started, and the police go and pick up Blair and her boyfriend. But unfortunately, they have to get back really slow because the party's being delayed a bit. And then they pick up a criminal, which Spike falls for an innocent person, allows the criminal to come into the Kranks' house, and then he finds out that he's stealing stuff, and then he goes back outside being interested again, and then it turns out that one of the people attending the party was one of the people at the beginning of the movie who was trying to sell Luther an umbrella, and he refused it. And look what you know, he turned out to be Santa Claus in the movie all along. So that's Christmas with the Kranks. How's it turn out? Well, yes, this is one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. It's not like at the top 3 of my favorite Christmas movies. I've seen better Christmas movies, to be honest. But this has come off half bad. It is a little silly at times, but it's also really funny. Probably the only negative thing I find about this movie is how everyone thinks it's a crime for them to skip Christmas. But apart from that, this movie ain't half bad. So yeah, so go watch Christmas with the Kranks. Have a Merry Christmas. See you next week for our next Christmas review. Goodbye.